Hello everyone and welcome back to Mr. Pope's History class. This is one of two videos that I'll be posting today and tomorrow. And in today's video, we'll be going over 5 facts on Robert Todd Lincoln. Number 1. Robert was the only one of the Lincoln sons to live past the age of 18. Most people know that President Lincoln would lose his son Willie while in office. Willie, however, was not the first child that Lincoln lost, losing his son Edward in 1852, and Tad, his youngest son, would die after his father's assassination in Chicago at the age of 18. Number 2. Robert Lincoln was present at the surrender of General Lee at Appomattox Courthouse, serving as a captain under General Grant. In his book on Robert Lincoln, the author Jason Emerson says that, when asked, he described the surrender at Appomattox as such. Robert, then President James A. Garfield, Secretary of War, somewhat anticlimactically said, "As I recall the scene now, it appeared to be a very ordinary transaction. It seemed just as if I had sold you a house and we had but to pass the titles and other conveyances." Number 3. In 1865, Robert would have to see his father die after he was shot in the back of the head by John Wilkes Booth. But this was not the only presidential assassination that Robert would see. In 1881, as Robert Lincoln was walking towards President Garfield to speak with him, the president was shot in the back by Charles Guiteau, and in 1901, Lincoln would travel to Buffalo to attend the Pan American Conference, arriving on September 6th, only to be immediately informed that President McKinley had been shot. Lincoln would get to speak with the president while he was recovering, and like most people, thought that the president was recovering. 1 week later, however, the president would die from an infection. Number 4. Robert never went into politics like his father. He understood that he was wanted mainly for his name. Despite this, he would serve in 2 appointed offices. The first would come in 1881 when President Garfield offered Lincoln the post of Secretary of War. He would continue to serve in that post under President Arthur, being the only cabinet member to serve the full term. His second post would come in 1889 when President Harrison appointed him as the Minister to the UK. Lincoln served well in both positions and retired from public service after his term as a minister ended. Number 5. We all know that President Lincoln was killed by John Wilkes Booth. Many people do not know, however, that Robert Lincoln was saved by John's brother Edwin Booth. It was either 1864 or 1865, and Edwin was at a train station in Jersey City. While there, he would grab the collar of a young man and prevent him from falling onto the tracks. As it would turn out, the young man that he saved was Robert Lincoln, the president's son. Hey everyone, please don't forget to like and subscribe.